All right, so recording. What's up, guys? It's Mahmoud Utaibi here from kaboomtheweb.com. And as you know, lately we covered a lot of videos, we covered a lot of topics related to the different mindsets which could be slowing you down and preventing you from understanding online business or delaying your launch, etc. We covered until now 6 mindset points. And we're gonna take a break in this video. We're gonna address one of the points which we have talked about before from another angle. One of the reasons why online business are failing to start and why you're not starting your online business, as we said before, that you think that you can't do or you can't build your business yourself, or you can't build the website yourself. It's too hard. You require a business developer. And that was discussed under the video which I titled If I Only Knew. And we were talking about how things are really simple. If you only knew how they were simple, you would have started things yourself a long time back. And right now we're gonna give you a practical example of this, and we're gonna speak more specifically about building a WordPress site. Building a WordPress site. This is coming from me dealing with a lot of people in the in the online industry. They are amazing people. They have the skills, they have the business idea, and they are doing amazing stuff already. Most specifically, I'm talking about the coaches, online coaches. People who are, for example, going on videos just like this one. People who are going on videos and running Facebook pages. They have amazing content, amazing following, amazing influence. And they want to step up the game and they want to build their own website. Now, they get stuck and they don't know anything about building websites. They don't know how to buy the domain name. They don't know how to figure out the hosting. Most importantly, they don't know how to build their own website when it comes to building the website. So they start looking for developers and designers around them. And that's the thing which I really wish everyone would avoid in the first place when entering into creating this type of business. So why? Because it's so simple to build the website yourself. And right now I'm gonna tell you why you should build the website yourself in case you're entering and in case you need to build a website, like a brand, a personal brand, for example. So let's talk about some reasons over here. Now, the first reason is that you can save a lot of money. And it's not about the initial payment that you would need to pay for you to get started. So in many cases, developers are, especially the freelancers, they're not really so expensive to afford. You could easily have someone build up your website for $100, $200 at max, 1,000 dirhams, since if you're watching me and you are from living in United Arab Emirates. So we're talking about 1,000, 1,500, and that's really a small amount of money. Anyone can afford this money to build up a website. Now, the thing is, it's not about this money, because even if you get this website, even if you get what you wanted in the first, in your first, let's call it, in the first phase, you think that you want something, you pay for it, and you get what you pay, but you still don't know how to do anything in the website. You still don't know how to edit. You still don't know how to modify things. So you would need to go back and speak with the same developer again. And that's when the trouble would start, because he will not support you. Most probably he won't be supporting you for free. He'll be charging more and more, and it's never gonna end. And if you are unlucky and you end up with a developer who's who understand, and he can exploit your lack of knowledge in this, and he can simply work on never giving you the keys to you doing things yourself on the website. So he give you a website, but every time you need to change a small banner or do something which is extremely minor, you would need to go back to him, and that's where things really will not look that good, So it happened personally. I'm making this video myself. I know how to build very good WordPress site, and in fact, this is just a small introduction, because after this video I'm gonna release a small series of tutorials where I'm gonna personally teach you how you build the website yourself while I share my screen. So stay tuned for the upcoming small tutorial. But what I'm trying to tell you, myself, I got ripped off many times, many times when I got into this. I got ripped off tons of times, paying a lot of dirhams for developers, and I never ended up with really a good project, you know, a complete project. There was always something missing, and because here is the point. You may think that you know what you want, but in fact, when you are building something for the first time, I assure you that you're gonna develop something which you will end up changing many times afterwards, because because it will turn out that you need to do modifications, or you were wrong about that feature, or you were wrong about that page. It's very, you know, quite obvious that you will be having some more requirements. And since you're working with freelancers, there will be no proper framework for you to develop the websites. So there is no plans, or there is no frameworks, or there is no I think they are called wireframes. They are like the diagrams that when you build websites with professional people or with professional agencies, they don't go just and start developing the website for you. They spend a good amount of time discovering your requirements and building you a model in just like how buildings are happening. You know, you go to an architecture and he builds you the drawing, he draws you the drawing of the building, and you confirm on the drawing before it goes to the contractor. It's the same exact thing in website, except that this will cost a lot of money if you do this, like tens of thousands of dirhams in this case. So with small freelancers, there will be no one looking after confirmation for them to get started really, and you will end up with incompleted projects. That's one point. The second point, which is related to the first one, that you won't have enough control on your website. I ended up creating in the past, and of course I know a lot of people, it's not only me. When I started, like that was like years back, you end up developing a website which you don't know where is the hosting happening. You know, you don't know, you're not an admin in your own website, and you could really be easily exploited, and not even having the access to your own website at some point. You know, if you're not aware how things work, this could easily happen to you. Another thing, you learning how to build those websites is truly an activation to the mindset point that everything is learnable. You know, we are talking that things are easy to be learned and to be implemented and to be built by your own hands. So you building your own WordPress site is the very basic thing that you can start with, right? And that would be an entry level or an entry point to the internet world and the whole internet business. At the end of the day, you will be dealing with a lot of terminology. You will get used to you powering up your own website, you know what I mean? And of course, it's a lot of money savings. So to wrap up this video, now I advise every single one of you who is having a certain idea in his head about an e-commerce shop or a personal blog, a personal brand, and if you are like completely new to this world, then what I mean by personal blog is when you have, these websites, when it has a homepage, for example, of someone telling you his message or his purpose, and he's trying to help people achieve something, you know what I mean? And then he starts writing articles about this knowledge that he has. So he starts sharing knowledge and providing information on the topic. And most importantly, you will end up creating courses from your website. So all of this is doable. And okay, here is a nice way to look at it. I'm talking about you building your own platform. I guess that's the right word. It's about building your own platform. You build your own audience, and you start speaking to that audience with time, right? So this is gonna start now. For me, I'm gonna create my tutorials, and I will be uploading another video very soon, or another series of videos, which is, I guess, is gonna be about 3 to 4 videos, which will take you from A to Z when it comes to building your own website. When it comes to building your own website, and yeah, okay, let's do it. So just watch the videos, and you'll be able to do it yourself by the end of that video. So awesome, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.